A pleasant good day to all of my YouTube fans across the globe. And today, as usual, I greet you in our normal customary style. I, Imo Rameses Bakari, your psychologist and life coach from the magical community of Point Fortin in Trinidad and Tobago, located in the Southern Caribbean. It is my desire to inspire you to rise higher. It is my desire to inspire you to rise even higher. It is my desire to inspire you to face every challenge that comes your way and to be victorious. It is my desire to continue producing for you inspiring YouTube videos. And this will be done through training, through teaching, through writing, through motivational speaking, through community work, and any other medium that will allow this message to meet you. And as usual, we bring you a motivational word. And the motivational word for today is take pride in whatever you do. Take pride in whatever you do. Whether it's a sport, whether it's a student, take pride in whatever you do. The topic today again will be on West Indies cricket. And before I do the topic, we remind you to support our work, all right, through our courses. All right, we have our 10-week course, The Fundamentals of Psychology, costing $300, or 4-week course entitled The Fundamentals of Public Speaking, $1,200 for students, $1,800 for the general public. 4-week course, Mastering Emotional Intelligence, $1,800 for students, $2,500 for the general public. You can also call or book a counseling or coaching appointment. You can buy my book Conversation for 100 TT, 45 EC or 15 US. You can also buy the book A Tribute to African Civilization for $100. Understanding Remembrance Sheila James for $140. Or OWT, The Rebels of the Gate, for $150. Just give us a call at 1-868-778-5141, 1-868-779-2544, or email us at leadershipwithadifference@gmail.com. So, the topic today is West Indies cricket stagnated. So, I am saying to you that whenever a team is selected by Cricket West Indies, in the recent past, there were press conferences, sometimes there are press releases, all right? And we hear a lot about high expectations of the teams, and that the teams are expected to deliver. Oftentimes, the opposite is true, all right? So, particularly when our performances are poor, and we listen to the post-match interviews, we often hear the captains, sometimes the coaches, talking about going back to the drawing board. Now, we have heard that so many times, and when I contemplate about it, I'm asking myself, when they go back to the drawing board, what exactly are they drawing on those drawing boards? But I ask the question. We have heard Craig Bradford said it umpteen times. We have heard Shai Hope said it umpteen times. We have heard Robert Powell said it umpteen times, that they are going back to the drawing board, that they are playing for pride, right, etc., etc. My question, what exactly are you drawing on the drawing board? Because if you're going back to the drawing board, the new design must be a new design. So we need to see small steps, we need to see small changes, all right? Let me cite the T20 team, for example. There has been a mantra by the coach and by the captain that, they're going to go hard, or they play hard. Sometimes in a cricket game, that may be the strategy, and that should be the strategy. But I'm saying you can't have a one-dimensional approach to playing any game of sport. Because sport, as we all know, is brain first, brain power first, and muscle after. Alright? Brain power first and muscle after. And many times when you look at the repetitive negative performances of players, you ask yourself, where is the brain power? Yes, serious questions to be asked about the brain power of our players when they repeatedly do the same thing, no matter the situation in a game. So, to achieve the success that you need, we have to exercise the mental and then the muscle, right? So, the last T20, the methodology was go hard. It didn't work, right? Because in any format of cricket that you play, if you take batting as an example, even though it's T20 cricket, you have to construct an innings, right? So if you don't give yourself some time to settle and to understand before you attack, most of the time you will fade away far more quickly than you will even realize. And the words of the former Indian T20 captain Mahendra Dhoni is very instructive when he said, you have much more time than you think. So I repeat, I hope the West Indian batters are listening, players in general. You have much more time than you think. The operative word here, think. You have to think. And if you think, notwithstanding the position of the game, you have to adjust your strategy to suit. You just cannot go hard. And the T20 captain said it. They've got to strike a balance and they've got to play smart. Obviously. You must strike a balance and you must play smart. And if you are making mistakes and you're not improving on the mistakes, it means that we are actually stagnated. So to change that modus operandi, as I mentioned in the other presentation I did on cricket, the catches that come your way, you're going to take it. The fundamentals that we all have spoken about, but rotating strike, must take place. The execution of your plans or the adjustment of your plans must take place in terms of the situational awareness of the game that you are playing. Remember, it's brain power first, muscle after, right? I remember, in the heyday of Brian Lara, even though he would have dominated bowling attacks, when the bowling was top, when the bowling was on top, that guy would have bucketed down, dug in defense. The great Sir Vivian Richards, similarly, ultra-aggressive batsman, yet when the situation required, those guys were in all-out defense, assessing the situation before they counter-attack. And this is what we want to see taking place. And if we can see small steps in those directions, we could have some hope that we are not really stagnated. But if the same thing is being repeated, where stagnation is more the order than the day, than the way forward. Some of the other fundamentals, take your catches, take your runs as they present themselves, have your fitness at a high level, because without fitness at a high level, performances are compromised, right? So the coach of your team obviously will have to always bear that responsibility, and you to the player in terms of personal responsibility, as Sir Andy Roberts spoke about. You must take personal responsibility, but they must also have the structure to guide that and to achieve the goals that we are seeking to achieve. So players, as I said, defend the legacy of the game, and if you defend the legacy of the game, you will do what needs to be done. The coach must do what he has to do. The captain has to do what he has to do. And as a collective, we need to really move the ante forward. Because as it currently stands, people are holding the faith, but they are losing the faith. And hence the reason why, particularly in the context of Test cricket, we are not able to really to draw any crowd, barring like a West Indies-England match that played like in Barbados. They come with a lot of their fans, and they normally have a virtual kind of home crowd scenario in the Caribbean, in Barbados. But fundamentally, many Caribbean fans no longer go to watch Test cricket, right? And even in the T20 format, where there's high levels of support still, we need to do much better. at the end of the day, the only thing that will really, redeem our current coach in the context of T20 is to win the title when it comes around in 2026. Anything short of that, all that is said and done before, wouldn't really amount to much. But, as I said, give him credit for moving us to third. Now we have reverted to fourth. We give you credit for that. But results at the end of the day is what will be the true determinant of how you will be rated. So once again, I thank you for listening, and I thank you for continuing to support the work that we do on the channel, and we encourage you, feel free and contribute via the accounts passed across the screen, via the YPM Patreon links. Of course, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, partake in our ongoing courses, call us and book a coaching or counseling appointment. All you need to do is call 1-868-778-5141, 1-868-779-2544, or email us at leadershipwithadifference@gmail.com. Of course, feel free in the comment section to express your views and whether we are stagnating as a cricketing nation or exactly what you think about the fortunes of our various teams. So thank you for listening, and stay tuned for another powerful presentation next week. Please God. Bye.